Oblivion Remaster is here across all platforms out of absolute nowhere, but yet it's a game that we all knew was secretly being worked on behind the scenes. Hello and welcome to the Critically Curious. I'm Monk, and today, yes, we are going to be reviewing Oblivion Remastered. As a fan of the original, I was so excited to see this game just launching and releasing out of absolute nowhere. Now, this game did have a 124 gigabyte download, so I've been taking the last couple of days just to, finally download the game and actually give it a go. Remembering just how good the original was, this game had a lot to live up to. Now, it's been released on the PlayStation, the Xbox, and of course on PC, and it's available on Game Pass from day one. It will set you back around $49.99 depending on which platform you're buying it on, and the deluxe edition will set you back to $59.99. Now, for all those people that never played Oblivion originally, this is a open world RPG in which you get to create your own story, essentially. Yes, there is a main story to go down, and it's a crazy, really interesting story as well. By the way, the remaster also comes with all previous DLC, story-driven DLC included, so there's an awful lot of content in this remaster. But not only do you get to, do the story mode, but you get to play it however you want. I've played 50, 60, 70 hours just doing my own thing, that joining the various guilds that are in the game, maybe the Fighters Guild, maybe joining the Arena, the Assassins Guild, the Thieves Guild, you name it, you can do it. And that brings me to character customization, boasting 10 very unique races for you to pick from and base your build around. Now, this game isn't just a remaster of the original, bringing it up to bigger and better graphics, because it certainly achieved that. This game looks phenomenal compared to the original. They really have done a masterpiece at overhauling the graphics within this game, but they've also changed several other things. So we're going to do a quick rundown about the biggest changes that Oblivion Remaster will bring you. First of all, obviously, is the graphics. We've already spoken about that, and I think it's rather obvious to see just the difference that is here and just how good it looks here in 2025. Next up, we've got the combat. The combat has been completely rehauled. Beforehand, in the original, there wasn't even real effects when you attack someone. They wouldn't stumble back, for instance, and stuff like that. The entire battle process has been completely overhauled and updated. The sneak and stealth mechanics of this game have also been updated to bring into the old modern touch as well. They've also remastered the leveling system, so as you level up various skills in this game, you can actually now level up everything to 100. I believe you could do that beforehand anyway, so you can pretty much max any character you play as any way you'll want to play as them. But they brought the leveling system more in line with Skyrim, which I believe that more players are going to be more familiar with. They've modernized, and it's more of a familiar UI system that they've installed now. So things just feel a little bit less clunky and a little bit more player friendly. They've also reworked the difficulty settings for this game. Now, Oblivion's not necessarily very difficult. It does have a very hard mode, but beforehand in the original, it pretty much just changed the health of the people you was attacking. Now, when you change the sliders in the 5 different difficulties that the game now offers you, it also impacts the amount of damage that they will deal as well. So if you want an easier experience, you really can just chill and have an easier experience, just living out your best life within a story. Or if you want a bit of a challenge, this game will also have you covered. And of course, another one of the biggest features changed has to be the sound. They've included and reworked a lot of the voice actors and effects within this game as well. So everything just sounds a little bit more crisp. Now, don't get me wrong, the classic cheesy lines are still in this, and you're still going to see them, but they really have added an awful lot more. Another key feature, if you ask me, is they have added a sprint feature in this game. I believe in the original you could not sprint. There was one speed and one speed alone. Now you can actually run to your heart's content, at least as long as your stamina bar actually holds out. Honestly, I've been blown away by this remaster. I think that we've had a lot of remasters come out recently and they've literally just been a reskinned game. Don't get me wrong, most of the time that is more than enough, because to be honest with you, those older games happen to be a lot better than most new games coming out. But Oblivion Remaster has gone to the next level with it, really amplifying what made it good before and just cranking it to 10. Oblivion Remastered, or Oblivion the original, is one of the single best open world RPGs you can probably hope to play. The fact that they've gone ahead and grabbed that game and shoved it into, the 21st century in 2025, I am so thrilled with. I think that many of us are going to be spending hundreds of hours within this game in the coming weeks and years. Or at least with a little bit of luck, it will fill the gap until the next Elder Scrolls actually releases. If I had to put my finger on why this game is so good and why it delivers such a good, fun experience, it's hard to say. It's not just because the story, I feel like it is the world in a whole. You could honestly spend hundreds of hours in this game with never touching the main story at all, because you have free will to do whatever you want whenever you want to do it. And to put that into some kind of context, you could literally join a guild and become owner of that guild. You could spend hours upon hours upon hours just doing that one thing, that one event, while leveling up. There are tons and tons of dungeons for you to explore, loot for you to grab and sell to merchants. You can get your own homestead. You can even buy armor for a horse, ironically. And you can go swimming if you can figure out how to hold your breath for more than 30 seconds. And along the way of trying to achieve all of that, you're probably going to fail an awful lot and be thrown into a dungeon fighting the guards. Because of course you're going to see a nice shiny object and think, I want that. Turns out stealing is wrong in Oblivion. Or of course you could just do the classic and start a fight that you just can't finish. Now, we should spend a second talking about the voice acting, the cheesiness of it, and just how good the graphics look as well. So I'm going to leave you with this Brotherhood member that's just popped up.
You'll need a clear conscience for what I'm about to propose. I am Lucien LeChance, a speaker for the Dark Brotherhood, and you are a killer, taker of life, a harvester of souls. Your work, your deathcraft, pleases the Night Mother. And so...
Now, I honestly remember this dude looking so creepy, but it's so good to see just how clean and crisp he looks with these modern, updated graphics. Like I said, sound quality just sounds that much better now too as well. Now, Oblivion certainly isn't a completely perfect game. It has flaws, it has bugs, of course it does, but I have had no crashes, no dashboarding or anything like that. The game's worked as intended from day one, which I think's an absolute bonus. I mean, it's something they've been working on for obviously quite a while. It's a surprise release. I'm sure it was meant to be as clean as it could possibly be, and I think they've managed to deliver that. All in all, I'm going to give this game a 9 out of 10, just because, seriously, I'm a fanboy. I love the original Oblivion, and I'm so stoked to be playing more of it right now. But if you stuck around to the very end of the review, a big thank you to you. Don't forget to comment Red Banana down below, just to confuse all those people new to the channel or that didn't watch to the very end. And if you have any questions about this game, drop them in the comments. I'll be happy to help, or perhaps even make a video, because this is a complicated game. It is a huge game and there's a lot of mechanics to it. And if you haven't played previously, some of these mechanics could be a little bit outdated, so meaning they're not as obvious. But until next time, I've been a monk who's been inquisitively curious, and I'll see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy and happy gaming.
You haven't run home to Mama yet. All right, maggot. Looks like you're suited up, and when you're ready to get eviscerated, just head up the ramp to the arena.